Global disruption. A montage shows how dinosaurs now live across the globe. Herds of herbivores roam African plains. Raptors nest in European ruins, and marine reptiles lurk in shipping lanes. News outlets show rising tensions between governments, wildlife agencies, and civilians. Predatory dinosaur attacks on rural towns increase, causing panic. A black market for dinosaur DNA and eggs thrives underground, despite global bans. The world is struggling to adapt and losing. Biosyn fallout. The dismantling of Biosyn has led to the discovery of hidden labs, encrypted data vaults, and off-book genetic experiments. Among the recovered intel is an incomplete digital file named Extinction Code, a project left unfinished. Investigators are puzzled. What was it designed to do? Meanwhile, rogue scientists and ex-Biosyn employees are disappearing, possibly recruited by a shadow figure seeking to resurrect the project. Owen and Claire's new life. Owen, Grady, and Claire Deering live off-grid in northern Canada with Maisie Lockwood. They monitor local dinosaur activity and help relocate lost herbivores. Blue, the velociraptor, occasionally visits with her now teenage offspring, Beta. The family lives in quiet peace until a drone flies over their property and Beta vanishes the next night. Owen suspects foul play and starts tracking her scent. The return of Alan Grant and Ellie Sattler. Dr. Alan Grant and Dr. Ellie Sattler attend a UN summit on bioethics and genetic control. They argue that the world is repeating the same mistakes from Isla Nublar. They highlight recent hybrid sightings that don't match any known species, suggesting someone is making new dinosaurs. But politics, profit, and denial override their warnings. They're dismissed as alarmists. Black site discovery. A covert UN reconnaissance team in Siberia uncovers a Biosyn black site buried in the permafrost. The facility is partially active and guarded by autonomous drones. Inside, they find a frozen menagerie of failed hybrids, dinos with insect traits, chameleon scales, and enhanced intelligence. The team's transmission is cut short by a power surge, and they're never heard from again. The new villain, Dr. Lyra Knox. Dr. Lyra Knox, a brilliant ex-Biosyn geneticist, emerges as the antagonist. She believes that humanity's time is up, and the only way to fix Earth's corruption is by accelerating natural selection. With her genetically perfected dinosaurs, her ultimate creation, Omega Rex, is designed to dominate all species. Using Biosyn remnants, she is building an army of engineered predators to replace humanity. International task force formed. The UN finally responds, forming a global response team called Genesis Unit. Their job: investigate rogue labs, shut down black markets, and control dino-related threats. Claire is recruited due to her experience and moral compass. Owen joins her once he learns Beta's abduction might be linked to Knox. Alan Grant and Ellie Sattler volunteer as scientific advisors. Beta kidnapped. Using surveillance footage and drone traces, Owen discovers that mercenaries kidnapped Beta for her DNA. She's the only purebred raptor born in the wild, making her valuable for hybrid breeding. Maisie, feeling connected to Beta and responsible, insists on joining the rescue. Knox's men intend to use Beta to give intelligence and memory to Omega Rex. Malta Underground. The trail leads to Malta, where Owen and team infiltrate a black market arena featuring dino fights and illegal trade. They discover a shipment of frozen embryos labeled with ECX, Extinction Code, Experiment. A violent showdown ensues. With help from a local rebel, they rescue captured baby dinosaurs and get a lead on Knox's main lab, hidden in the Arctic Circle. The Arctic Lab. The team travels to a remote Arctic facility buried in ice. It's a high-tech fortress running on geothermal energy. Inside, Owen and Claire witness horrifying creatures in containment, spliced hybrids designed for combat. In a stasis chamber, Omega Rex sleeps, a monstrous hybrid combining traits from Indominus, raptors, T-Rex, and an octopus-like camouflage gene. It is a predator without equal. Ethical dilemma. Maisie discovers that Knox used DNA from Charlotte Lockwood, Maisie's mother, to make her dinosaurs smarter and capable of loyalty. This shatters Maisie's sense of identity. She begins to question whether she is a person or a product of science like the hybrids. She confronts Knox, who claims Maisie herself is proof that science should replace nature. Blue returns. While in Malta, Owen's distress call reaches Blue. She crosses continents instinctively and arrives at the task force's temporary base. Her bond with Owen reignites, and her maternal instincts drive her to help rescue Beta. Blue now acts as both protector and hunter, a wild force of nature choosing to help humans. Infiltration mission. The team launches a night raid on the Arctic lab. They plant charges to destroy the facility, but Knox detects them and locks the base down. In a climactic escape sequence, they barely survive against automated defense drones and bioengineered mini-raptors. Before escaping, they discover that Omega Rex has awakened and is learning rapidly, mimicking human behaviors. Knox's philosophy. Captured by Genesis Unit, Knox delivers a chilling monologue. She believes Earth is dying due to human greed and pollution. Why not let something better take our place? She says. She reveals she has already deployed launch drones worldwide that will deliver embryo canisters to tropical zones, hatching hyper-intelligent predators where they'll thrive. Omega Rex breaks free from the Arctic facility after absorbing knowledge from Knox's systems. It heads south, eventually arriving in Osaka, Japan. It begins to wreak havoc, able to camouflage itself, mimic sounds, and disable security systems. Civilians flee as military forces are unable to stop it. It's not just a predator, it's a planner. Race against time. The team splits. Ellie and Grant work with UN tech experts to trace and disable the global drone launch system. Owen, Claire, Maisie, and Blue follow Omega Rex. They realize the only way to stop it is to lure it into a trap using Beta, who shares some of its DNA. The final confrontation is drawing near. Tokyo Showdown. In the heart of Tokyo, Omega Rex prepares to release a signal that could trigger the remaining embryo capsules worldwide. Blue and Beta engage the hybrid in a brutal, emotional fight. Owen and Claire set off explosives to trap the creature. In the chaos, Beta wounds Omega Rex, but Blue is badly injured. Maisie uses Knox's neural override device to stop the creature temporarily. Knox's downfall. Ellie and Grant successfully disable the drone network, and Genesis Unit arrests Knox. She warns them that others like her exist, believers in a world without humans. She smirks as she's taken away, uttering, "The code is out there. You can't erase it." Global ceasefire. A new international treaty, the Dino Accord, is signed. Safe zones are established, and dinosaur breeding is completely banned. Surveillance satellites and AI systems are developed to track rogue hybrids. Maisie begins working with UN scientists on ethical genetic research. Owen and Claire testify before the council, urging caution and humility. A new beginning. Back in Canada, Owen, Claire, Maisie, Blue, and a recovering Beta enjoy a quiet sunset. But a post-credit scene shows a lab deep in the Amazon rainforest. An incubator lights up, revealing a glowing egg with biomechanical veins and a heartbeat. Something new is coming again.